Mathys to Man United back on the cards. Yesterday night, I told you that this deal couldn't obviously proceed to where we all expected to be, but looks like the player has come out and obviously said no to the offer of Tottenham Hotspur, and the lad doesn't want to be there anymore. Looks like the fact is the player is now looking at options on whether to obviously come to what we call the Premier League side, as teams are really tussling out and fighting for his signature, as revealed to us by the man himself, Fabrizio Romano. And it shows you that a lot happens in the game of transfers, because yesterday what was onto our mouths was like the transfer has been hijacked and is going to Tottenham Hotspur. And as of today, the player has come out and obviously said no to what Tottenham Hotspur is all about. The player has come out and said no, he's not going to Tottenham Hotspur. And guess what? A lot happened. Spurs have been pushing, and the player is like, I'm not coming to your side, I'm going elsewhere. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And we are left with 17 subscribers to hit 20,200 subscribers. Please, by the end of today, let this be the goal, and let this goal be achieved by obviously you people subscribing. And I know subscribers are really floating in, and let's obviously utilize this time to see to it that all really goes on well as planned. So today, when the owner, or one of the owners of Tottenham Hotspur, because you know to it that there is another owner in the making who is known as Levy, he's in the US. He came up and obviously heard, that is Daniel Levy, heard that something is not happening, and the player is like hesitant to obviously come to Tottenham Hotspur, yet they are even willing to buy him for 60 million euros. He went ahead to obviously get a flight. He boarded a flight to Munich to convince the player and his entourage that they are willing to obviously sign him. And guess what happened? Exclusive. Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy has arrived in Munich today in order to accelerate talks for Mathys. Agreement already done with Bayern. Face-to-face talks now with Tell and his agent. Spurs trying to push as they are aware of competition from the Premier League clubs. That's what we've gone ahead to get in through from Fabrizio Romano. Now, he flew to Munich to obviously go ahead and obviously convince the player that Man United is there, Chelsea is there, Arsenal is there. They all are needing your signature. They are all in need of your signature. But I tell you what, we have the best offer on the table, and you are not returning to Bayern Munich on loan. You're not returning to Bayern Munich in the summer. We're obviously gonna buy you on a permanent deal. That's exactly what we went ahead to get from this guy boarding. And he thought that he's going to Munich will obviously change a lot. But guess what? This man that really gave us a story from France yesterday came out and obviously broke the story that Mathys has rejected Tottenham Hotspur. Talks continue with other Premier League clubs. So he broke the story like he did yesterday, that looks like Spurs is ahead of any team in the pursuit of Mathys. But after this player came up and obviously assessed his options, he said, out of the teams that really want to obviously take me, I'm not going to Tottenham Hotspur. And the reason he has always gone ahead to give has been they want to obviously see to it that the player in Mathys wants to come to a team where he's obviously going to be assured of enough playing time. You understand? So that is the most important bit of it all. He wants assured playing time, you know, and this is where he rejected Spurs, because he knows to it that when Solanke returns, when they're having Kulusevski, when they're having Richarlison, when they're having Song Heung-min, you know, it will be hard for him to obviously get into the starting 11 for the side of Spurs. You understand? Then after Tanzali went ahead to put out that story, even Fabrizio Romano came up and confirmed that Mathys' current decision is to reject Tottenham Hotspur proposal. Despite willingness to sign him for a package of 60 million euros and face-to-face talks, Tel has informed Spurs about his decision. Barring any surprises, Tel won't join Spurs. More Premier League clubs are on it now. So even Fabrizio Romano came up and obviously confirmed it that the player has turned down the offer coming in through from Tottenham Hotspur. And that's what the guy was obviously leaning onto and was like, I'm not really going to come up and obviously feel like I should really be taken for granted. I'm not here to be taken for granted. I'm here to see to it that I get to a club that I believe is right for me. And after that, Fabrizio Romano added the following about this guy's deal. You know, it is really something that happens in transfers. You know, a lot can happen in a day. A lot can happen in an hour. Twists of the deals really go ahead and obviously change. Now, Fabrizio Romano confirmed to us that Mathys Tel and his agent are in Munich together to assess all options after rejecting Spurs' proposal. Tottenham Hotspur will explore other targets, while Tel will consider other bids for loan or permanent move. It's Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Aston Villa all in contact. Now, the competition is set, and may the biggest convincer takes this guy, because it's only that team that is going to come up and obviously meet the expectations, you know, or the hope of Mathys Tel that will end up signing this player. I tell you, if a team comes up with offers that are not in line with what Mathys Tel wants, I don't think that the player will obviously get himself that appetite to leave and obviously join elsewhere. You understand? So I'm here to wait and see how things are really going to be panning out for the side of Mathys Tel, but they are now in talks. Man United is one of those that has been indicated into this, but the big question is, can they get in Mathys Tel when Marcus Rashford is still here? You understand? And I think if I'm Man United, I think Marcus Rashford cannot reject a loan move to Bayern Munich, but the big question is Bayern Munich interested in the guy? You know, that is the most important bit of it all, because we might be here talking about a player that is no longer interested, that Bayern Munich is not interested in him. So for Mathys Tel, I believe a lot is yet to happen, and we are yet to see lots of things happening in the media as far as his deal is really concerned. But all in all, I want to confirm to you that it is still up and running. It's still on. It's still on. It's still really on. And I think United are really in for a hard time, because competing for a player with teams that are playing in the Champions League, it's really hard. Because when you look at Aston Villa, they've sold John Duran, and they're only having with one striker known as Oli Watkins, and there is that allowance that he might even leave and join Arsenal. You understand? So when you look at all these teams, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, and Aston Villa, I think Villa has the best to offer to this guy. For Man United, we have two forwards, you know, Rasmus Højlund, and we also have Joshua Zirkzee in there. And us having them means that it's really going to be hard for us to see to it that we really convince a player to come in through. When you talk about number 10s, there is Alejandro Garnacho, who is really in brilliant form, Kobe Mainoo, Amadi Diallo, there is Mason Mount, who is injured, there is Bruno Fernandes, you can talk about Eriksson, very many players. And does he really have all what it takes to suit the starting 11 for the club of Manchester United? Because you have to really put in consideration what is chasing him from Bayern Munich to come here. I've told you that he has only played 8 games in the league. You know, out of the 20 plus games they've gone ahead to play, he has only played 20. So that shows you that he's leaving Bayern Munich because he's getting ample playing time. For the previous 2 seasons, he turned down any offer for him to sign for another club because the managers that were in control of Bayern Munich were giving him ample playing time. But this time round, he's not wanted by Vincent Kompany, and that's why he is looking out for a club that is obviously going to give him ample playing time. And this is where we're coming through to ask you what exactly, what exactly is into your thoughts about Mathys Tel to United. back on the cards? Do you think United will win this race? All that and more into the comment section below. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. First video of the day. More is loading onto this channel. We out.